What is up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing good. Hope first off, happy Easter to all those that celebrated. Happy Sunday to those who don't. Um, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you've all had a great week thus far. For those who I haven't seen and those who I have seen since I've seen you last, I hope that you're doing well. Well, we've got some business that I need to handle. So this will not be a long stream. This will not be long and drawn out if I can help it. But I've got some business I need to tend to, and this is how it needs to be done. So there's not many people there, but we are live on both Facebook and Twitch just for this little bit. So of course, typically on Sundays we will run Vulnerable over with Sid Coletti over on Twitch. It I don't want to say it pains me. I don't want to say it grieves me, but we are going to be taking a at least for right now, a bit of a hiatus. I don't know. Well, let me before I go into that. So there's some issues going on that I won't go into. There's some issues going on that are preventing issues from us doing the stream together. Vulnerable is a joint venture between myself and Sid, and it was I told him I didn't want to do it without him. We started this together, and we are going to do this together until it ends, if it ends. Now, mind you, I'm giving you a heads up. He's watching this. He's watching this too, so he has no clue what I'm getting ready to say, and he may yell at me, and I'll be all right with that. But because of the situations, everything's good, as good as it can be. So because of the situation that has presented itself, we will be taking a hiatus on Vulnerable just for now. The thing about it is, it isn't indeterminate amount of time. I can't tell you that it will be subsitting. I can't tell you that it will be 2 weeks. I can't tell you to be 3 weeks. I can't tell you to be a month. We just don't know at this point. Some ideas have been thrown out, and we'll be in contact to determine kind of what's what. And but I know me, right? And most of you all know me. I have very strong feelings about certain things, and this is one of them. And I really feel like, again, just me. If I can't do it, Sid, I don't want to do it with anybody else, because again, this was the thing that we started. This is now, mind you, not to slight anybody else, not anything against anybody, but this is our thing, right? And so we are looking to get some things established, solidify the brand, things like that, and we're just at a point right now where we have to take a break. All right, and I don't like it. I don't like that we have to, but it is what it is, right? And so we have to take the situation that we're presented with, the life circumstances that are there, and we have to make the best of them. All right, and so that's where we are. And so like I said, I won't drag this out, because I know if I do, I know what's going to happen to me. But this is something that I wanted to make sure you all aware of. I really feel like it's unfair to start something and then it just suddenly stop, and you don't know what's going on. You're looking forward to something beneficial, something that's helpful, something that you enjoy, and then suddenly it's gone. And so I feel like that is only right to do this. As you all know, Sid is a dear friend of mine, and I love the man to death, literally all the way to death. He if he doesn't know it, he knows it now, because he's stuck with me, and that's just that. He'll have to deal with that. And so just however, whatever you do, and I think that's the best way to say that, keep him and I both in your thoughts, in your prayers, whatever you do, so that the situations that are going on will resolve themselves quickly and in the best way possible. All right, and even his wife, who has to deal with some of the things that he's dealing with, and just me here dealing with some things that I have to deal with. So just, though that is my request. Without going too far and without having a situation, that's my request. Just because you can see people and not know what's going on. You can see them, everything can look great, and you would have no clue that once you hit in stream, the things that they deal with, the things that they suffer with, those kind of things. All right. And so because without realizing it, sometimes we dehumanize people we see on TV or people we see on media in general. And so, but in actuality, we are real people with real lives, with real situations, those kind of things, and they do arise. And once they arise, we have to deal with them. And as we've spoken about on this show, sometimes you got to deal with them head on. You have to deal with them head on. And sometimes it takes something happening, it takes it being triggered in order to provoke, that action, provoke action, because otherwise it's okay, right? Otherwise it's nothing need to be done. And so with these things going on, just if you see us, it doesn't necessarily mean everything is great, but we're working through it. We're pushing through it. We are continually pressing toward our goal. We're pressing toward that mark that says we made it. And that, Rudy, and you made it may not be everything's great. You made it might just be you're through the worst of it. All right. And so all these things, I didn't even plan to be this long, but I guess I can do just a brief one, just a brief vulnerable. And I will say that throughout this entire process, it has really has opened my eyes to a lot of things. And I mentioned some of this on Friday, whatever was last time, Friday, I think it was. But this whole situation has, it's helped me a lot just to realize some of the things that I have, some of the things that I longed for, and some of the things that I said that I would do without. It has really put me in a position where some of the decisions that I made based off of my experiences, that I had to change them because I was exposed to something different. I was exposed to what things should be rather than what things were. And it brought about an awareness. It brought about a change of heart, just because this is what it could be, despite what it was for me, despite what happened, despite what it was, despite all of that. This is what it could be. This is what it should be. And because there is something different than what I know, then I can give another chance. I can take another stab at it. I can, take another crack at it. And it's those kind of things that even in this tough situation that that has presented itself, it's still a matter of trying to find the positives in it, right? Trying to make sure that it's not all negative, it's not all downhill, it's not all that kind of thing, but somewhere, there's got to be a silver lining. There's got to be a ray of sunshine in the dark clouds somewhere. And if nothing else, all the rain does is provide a source of nutrition for the seeds that have been sown, right? Something, somewhere, somehow it's positive. And it does take some time to figure that out. It does take some time to see what it is that comes out of a negative situation that is positive. Okay. So I guess that's my biggest thing for this very brief stream, is to, even in all your situations, even in all that occurs, before you immediately jump to this is the worst thing ever. And it might be, don't misunderstand. I'm not diminishing the fact that it really could be, in the fact that it could be the worst thing ever. Yo, John, thank you so much, my dude. I appreciate that. Wow. Sorry, I got distracted. But in all that you deal with, and all that you what's up, man? All that you deal with, know that there's something positive. There is something positive somewhere. Okay. It just may take some looking. It may take some digging to find out what it is that is positive in your tough situation. We all have them. Nobody's immune to them. Nobody is, you can't just skip over them. And I wish, that would be amazing if we can just kind of just skip over these things and that's just that, but that's not the case. Unfortunately, it's not the case. And so real situations happen. Real life is always going to happen. And because of that, we have to deal with that. But it doesn't have to run us in the ground. It doesn't have to tear us down. It doesn't have to beat us down. If anything, it really can build us up. You have, I've said before, you have two kinds of stones, right? You've got the stepping stone and the stumbling stone, the stumbling block, basically. And so it's up to you to decide which that is, because either you can trip and fall over it, or you can step on it and help it to propel and catapult you to the next level. All right. And so that's that. So just to recap, Vulnerable is on a hiatus. That's why I'm here. Again, to make that announcement, if you will. We're on a hiatus, but understand that what we're not doing at this point, we're not canceling Vulnerable. Vulnerable is not canceled. Okay. We've only done a few episodes, and that's, I think we've done 3, if I'm not mistaken. We did vulnerability, we dealt with self-doubt, and then we hopped over to loneliness. Okay. But Vulnerable is not canceled. 100% is not canceled. What do you need me to repeat? What I know what I said, and I don't have DVR turned on. Remind me what I said, or something I said. Oh, the stone. So you can use things. So 2 kinds of blocks, stones. You have a block, a stepping stone or a stumbling block, and it's up to you to decide which it is. So the situation is a block. Either you trip over it and you have a situation and you lay there, or you step on it to help it take you to a new level, to help it catapult you to something higher. All right. To be able to overcome this, this whatever that you're facing. The choice is ours. At the end of the day, it is up to us to do with the situations that were presented. It's up to us to determine what we do with them. And it really is all on us. The situation could be at its absolute worst, but it's still all on how we deal with it, how we handle it, how we interpret it, how we manipulate it, how we do whatever. It's all about us. It's all about how we do that. And so, before, when things happen, take time to respond rather than to just react. Okay. Don't just immediately, hop to something. Take some time to, as Sid would say, to chew on it just a while. And really kind of, analyze it. Take some time to see, figure out what's going on, what is happening, because immediately we will go and respond, we'll go and react, and we can make things a lot worse because we don't really know what's going on. Take time to find out what's going on, really analyze that, and then from there, formulate your approach to it. Formulate what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. And then you got to think about the end game, right? Think about, okay, so this happened, sure. This is what I'm planning on doing. What are the possible consequences, the possible results of my actions? And see if those things align with what you want. If they are not in alignment, at least as far as if they're not in alignment to where you're looking to end up, you may need to reconsider. Now, granted, we can't plan everything out. We don't know the future. We don't know all of the results, all the consequences of our decisions. We just don't know that. There's no way for us to know that. But, some things you can naturally deduce, right? Some things you can naturally just kind of follow its progression, and it ends up to see where you end up. So it's very important that you do that, because when you immediately respond, you usually haven't thought about where you're going. You just respond to it, and then you have to deal with the consequences later. So it's a really tough way to deal with things. Well, I'm just going to do this and I'll deal with this later. Who say that what you're going to deal with? And you can really end up making some things a lot tougher on you because of the fact that you just didn't you didn't take the time to deal with it in a more proper, I can't say because you might be proper, but in a more proper manner. All right. So those things are important. So I guess if we're giving you homework, if we're giving you, practical things to do, it is to consider your responses to situations. Consider how you respond to situations that present themselves, so that you can come out with the best response possible, so you can come back with the best results possible. Because I mean, who wants to come out of a bad situation into a bad situation, especially that you've caused, right? That we don't want to put ourselves in a situation after coming out of a situation. You need a breath of fresh air. You need that refreshing drink of water after you've come through rough situations. So in all that you can, and as much as you can, and all that you're doing, consider those things. Okay, so those are your practical steps in this. And we're going on 21 minutes, and that was not my intent. I just came to talk about what I'll talk about, but here we are. I guess I can run my mouth as much as I can. So that's that, right? So again, we're not canceling vulnerable. We're not canceling vulnerable. Like it's going to be just on a hiatus for right now. I can't give you the time frame of how long that is. When we'll be back, we've got some ideas that we're considering, and I'll be honest. I will be 100% honest, 100% transparent with the ideas that's been presented. The stumbling block, the hindrance for that is this guy. It's me. Because I know what I want. I know what I would like. And if there is anybody who can push me past that, it's it. He can definitely do that. I don't know. He has a way to do that, and I hate it, but it's the best thing. Okay. So Sunday nights right now at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, won't be vulnerable. Okay. But understand that at some point, you will see that 5-minute timer, wonderful logo, colored lines going every direction, and then you'll see 2 people. All right. It's a thing. You will definitely see 2 people, and we will be having real conversations about difficult topics. It's a thing, right? Somehow or another, we'll make this work. If I have to do whatever I have to do, it's a thing, right? And so we will 100% figure this thing out. We will 100% work through this situation for several reasons. One, because it's helpful to both of us. I know I can speak for him in this thing, but it's helpful to the both of us to have these kind of conversations out in the open. And then we know that it's helpful to you all. That's why you come, right? That's why you all hang out. And then you all have told us that the conversations that we have, that it helps. It's helpful to you. And so we started a good thing. We started a good thing, and we're not done yet. And I don't care what happens. I don't care what presents itself. I don't care how long it takes. It's happening, y'all. It's happening. I don't care what attempts to stand in our way. I don't care how long it tries to stand in our way. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever it is that we have to do is what we'll do. Because that's one of the things that is, it's kind of the foundation of vulnerable, right? Is we get to these tough spots. We talk through them. We do something about it. All right. And so now it's our turn as the host, of this particular show, to demonstrate the very things that we talk about. All right. So the situation is here. It's here. Right. And so we're going to talk through it like we typically do. We're going to talk through it. And then from there, we're going to take action. All right. And so we're looking forward to seeing you all back in this space. Sure, I might see you as I'm unaliving Mario's. I might see you as I'm asking, not like this, as I'm asking the ghosts, where are you? I might see you as we are running Rocket League. I might see you as we are doing whatever. But what we will do is we will see you in this space. we will 100% again see you in this space. All right. And so hold on to your hats, because I'm telling you now. Excuse me. What's up, TJ? I appreciate that raid, my dude. Joshua's in as well. What's going to happen is we are going to come back stronger than ever. All right. Yeah, we got a TJ live TV raid, dude. I appreciate you. But we are 100%. You had fun, nice. We are 100% going to come back stronger than ever. So I'm giving you your heads up. Watch out. All right, watch out. I have no clue what it is we're going to talk about, but you know it's going to hit. You know it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks, or you know me, like a ton of whatever, right? Like a ton of something. So I'm giving you your heads up. I'm giving you prepare yourselves now. It's going to be intense. It's going to be intense. All right. That's my promise to you. That's our promise to you, that when it comes, be ready, because it's going to hit you. Right. We're not going through all this situation. We're not going through all of this only for it to just be generic. It's going to hit. All right. So that's that. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. I was already on too long for that, but let me go ahead and recognize everybody. Revivalists, I see you over on Twitch. Now, mind you, let me back up. Typically, I only would stream to one platform at a time, but because this announcement affects both platforms, I did do a dual stream. I'll deal with whatever happens later. All right, I'll deal with that. Whatever, but I needed to get this out to both sides, and I didn't need to have to do two streams and try to repeat what I said, because I'm not good at that. So that being said, with all of that being said, let me see. I see Robert, Teddy. Hold on. Let's before I go through this long list, let me do this. Cool. So I see Robert, Teddy, David, Chris the Man himself, Queen, Mark, Thwomps, Max, Gabriel, Bobby, Sydney, Dude Retro, John Davitt, Randy, Tasha, and TJ with the raid. You got Joshua, Vanessa, TJ himself with the double. Listen, I appreciate all of you. I see all of you. I didn't neglect any of your comments. I saw all of them, but I needed to make sure that I get that out, right? It was very important. Jesse, yes sir, I see you too. It is very important that I get all of you, that I get that information out to you, because we needed to do that. We needed to get that out so that you all are aware. One thing we're all about is information. Okay. And so that's that. So any questions that you have, anything that you want to say, we do have an email address. It is, I guess I can drop it in both chats. It's vulnerablepodcast2 at gmail.com. See, so should you need to, should you want to get in contact with us, there's that information there, and we will, between the two of us, one of us will 100% respond to you. But yeah, so that's that, right? So that's that. But that was just of the most importance that I get out there 30 minutes later, when I said I was only going to be a few. But I hope even in this, that it has been beneficial to you. I hope it has been helpful to you. I hope that it has, as we like to do, has given you something practical to take away from it. Even in dealing with the situation, I hope that it was beneficial to you to take something away from it, to take something from all that we're going through, to apply that to yourselves and do it. J-Rug, it wasn't long. It was really just an announcement. That's all. It wasn't long. Typically we'd be 2 hours. I started at 8:30. I started late. Just that. But yeah, so that's that, right? So I'm not gonna hold you all. I may end up coming back on one side or the other. I'm not even sure. I've got a slight headache. It's just a headache. It's not slight. But this was important that I needed to do this. And so that's that. All right. So listen, as I always say, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Okay. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bright side always. Bright side only. Silver lining only. All right. Difficult, but it's a practice. And as my band director once told me, practice doesn't make it perfect. What practice does is that it makes it permanent. All right. So if you're practicing positivity, if you're practicing, trying to find the bright side on all of it, at some point you'll just start doing that. Practice makes it permanent. Okay. Because we're creatures of habit. Those things that we do, what's up, Johnny? The thing that we do is what we'll do because of that. And so with that, I will bid you all adieu. Have a great rest of your evening. And I may or may not catch you again. I just got to see how I'm feeling, whatever. But this is just that. All right. And I'm not going to rate out. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to call it. So again, have a great rest of your evening. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.